welcome to my 15-minute beginner standing balance workout. What you'll need is a chair and for balancing and supporting you, and then being close to a wall can also add additional support. Make sure your chair or whatever you hold on to, countertop, table, is stable. And make sure that you are safely doing these exercises. Okay, come on over to your chair. We're gonna start by, so you can hold on to the chair to start with. You can kind of hover that hand over if you wanna start to challenge that balance, but we're gonna do marching in place. So nice and slow. Warm up those muscles a little bit. So getting a little single leg stance every time we march the other leg up and down. Okay, last two. Okay, so go ahead and bring your feet close together. If your balance is really not great, you can bring your feet a little further apart, about hip distance. The more narrow your stance, the more challenge you'll have for your balance, okay? Again, hold on to the chair as needed, have the wall behind you as close as needed, but you want to get a little bit of that unsteadiness in a safe way to challenge that balance, okay? But you need to have your things to hold on to for safety. Go ahead and you're gonna close your eyes. So we're taking away that vision component of our balance system, challenging our other systems. We're relying on our vestibular system more and our sensory system more. Okay, so again, you open your eyes or you hold onto that chair as needed. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes, shake it out. Make sure you're not locking those knees. Go ahead and close your eyes again. So when you close your eyes, the balance should be, challenged a bit more. You might feel a little bit more wobbly. Okay, open those eyes again. So next, we're gonna go into a tandem stance. So you can go, heel of one foot touching toes of another foot is a straight tandem. You can go into a more split stance or a modified tandem. So it's more where the feet are the back foot's touching the midfoot of the front. And you can spread the feet apart a little bit more for more balance, like that. So this would be the most challenge, a little wider stance, but in kind of a split stance would give you a little bit of a challenge, or you can narrow it a bit. I'm gonna do kind of a modified, a little bit of a tandem stance like that. Same thing, let's go ahead and close our eyes. Try to keep your weight evenly distributed between front and back foot, standing up tall, engaging your core. Grab onto the chair as needed. Okay, go ahead and open those eyes, shake that out. If that was too easy, narrow your stance more. Heel of front foot touching toes of back foot. If it was too hard, widen your stance a little bit more. But let's go ahead and close those eyes and do that again. The ankles should be wobbling around a bit. Intrinsic foot muscles should be working. Open those eyes. Switch legs, switch feet. Go ahead and close those eyes. Let go of the chair as able to. Okay, open those eyes, shake that out, and let's close those eyes again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna switch again. We're gonna be in that tandem position, and we're gonna do reaches. So one arm is gonna go straight out in front of you. It doesn't matter which arm because we're gonna switch. And you're gonna reach, hold onto the chair for the first one, out of your base of support a bit. So you reach until you kind of start to lose your balance, and then you come back, okay? I was just turning for camera purposes there. So you'll reach until you start to feel wobbly, and then you return. I'm not bending. I'm going to turn just for the camera. I'm not bending my knees. I'm hinging at my hips. My back is actually staying straight too. Okay. Okay, now you're going to kind of reach to the diagonal. So working on that functional stuff a little bit. Our world is not straight in front of us, or straight to the side. We reach diagonally in front of us often. So we're going to get a little side ab work too. Go ahead and reach diagonally in front of you. It might be cross body if you didn't already do that one. One more reach. Good. Okay, I'm going to switch my chair around, switch my feet around. So the arm closest to the chair is there to hold on to, and then the other arm is going to reach out in front of you. Elbow straight, reaching out of that base of support a bit. Finding your limits of stability, challenging them a bit. The weight will want to shift to that front leg. Try to still keep it in that back leg. So reach to either diagonal, doesn't matter, because we're going to go to the other diagonal. You can have your gaze in your head looking at where you're reaching. That will help you balance, focusing on an object in front of you. Okay, reach the other way. Hips are staying square to the camera in front of you. Find that object, focus on it. Think about pulling that core in tight too. That's also important for our balance. 2 and 1. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to bring the chair back. Okay. So next, I'm going to just do some heel raises here. You're holding onto the chair if you want to hold on the whole time, but hovering that hand over, taking that both, arm, upper extremity support away. Okay, and then shake that out. We're going to lift the toes up now. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so taking surface area away, that's supporting our balance. Think about if you wear heels or whatnot, that's going to affect your balance system. 3, and it's also, we're just strengthening our ankles as well, the lower extremity. Last one. Good. Okay. Next, we're going to do a little bit of a lunging series. So what I want you to do is you're going to lunge forward with one foot, or say the foot closest to the chair here. The other arm will go out to your side. So I have this hand here to hold onto the chair as needed. I'm going to turn for camera purposes so you can see what I look like. So my weight is shifting forward as I lunge forward into a little bit of a lunge. But what this is trying to achieve is shifting our center of balance, chesting our balance, taking that hand away, but it's there to hold onto the chair as needed. 2 and 1. Good. So now I'm going to turn the chair to face the camera. Now we're going to do a side lunge. So just making sure you have the chair. I don't really care where it is as long as you can grab on or hold on. If you need to hold on the whole time, have it in front of you like that. I'm shifting my weight. I look like a warrior. Okay, this is warrior 2 in yoga, right? I'm following my hand with my head, my gaze. Last one. Good. Next, you're gonna, that same foot, because we're gonna switch sides, okay? So whatever leg's been doing all the work and moving forward and sideways is gonna go backwards now. Again, I still have my chair somewhere to hold on to as needed, okay? But I take it away to challenge myself. But what we're doing, I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see, is a little curtsy backwards. My front heel or front toes are coming up on my, I'm going onto my heel. I'm hinging at the hips. So shifting our weight, challenging that weight shift. Base of support. And 1. Okay, I'm gonna change my chair around. Okay, so last time I had my leg closest to the chair and the hand that was being supported on the chair moving. So I had my right leg last time, now I have my left leg. Just make sure you have opposite leg as you did on the other side. Working here. So from the side, what I look like is this. This back heel is staying on the ground. Okay, last one. Okay, I'm gonna bring the chair in front of me and do that warrior one. So I'm gonna do a side or lateral lunge. I'm following my hand with my head and gaze. I'm moving my chair just so you can see. I'm gonna challenge my balance. I'm gonna let go, but the chair's there just in case I need it still. Okay, I'm gonna come back to where I started. Left leg's been moving the whole time, so it's gonna move again, okay? I'm gonna lunge backwards, lifting up that front toe. I look like this. Little curtsy, curtsy. This one's always the hardest for people to figure out what they're doing. So if you just need to do a step backwards, that's fine, as you're getting used to what the heck this is. Beautiful. Okay, next, we're gonna just, you can leave the chair there. We're just gonna do a little bit of a strength exercise next. So just some standing kicks, working our gluteus medius, hip stabilizers. It's important for these muscles to be strong and stable to support balance and walking and gait. And 1, shake it out, turn and face the chair. Go ahead and kick that leg behind you. Standing up tall. Good. Switch sides. You can make this more of a balance challenge if you are doing really good. You can take that hand away, but this one is a little bit more for the strength. 2, 1, turn and face that chair, hip extension, working more glute max, gluteus maximus. So basically our butt muscles. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, beautiful. Thanks for joining me for my beginner balance program.